What's going on, guys? It's Nathan Prime, and welcome back to another episode of the Forever World. In our last episode, we came up with this entire quarry down here. We added some bridges, this big drill machine, a way up, and then a little bit of like designated landing areas for the cranes and whatever else, right? But this time, it's time we come back to the surface and we start on this mining village. The purpose behind this mining village is that we need somewhere for the workers who are down in the mines to come up at the end of their shift and have somewhere to lay their head. And I thought this area down here would be the perfect place for it. Oh, and it just started raining. That's annoying. Down here is going to be a little bit of a storage area and like a storage and staging area that will lead up around here, over to here to the village. And there'll probably be 5 to 6 different house designs within our little village that's going to be here. We got a packed episode for today. Tons of building, tons of different fun little different designs. My idea for each of the houses is to kind of like incorporate different blocks that you could find mining. So like the miners, you know, they started going down here, they collected all these resources, and then they were like, oh crap, we need somewhere to live or something like that. And in turn, they used most of their supplies from the mines on their houses. So like different blocks such as like granite, diorite, deep slate stone, all that good stuff. Before we can get into any of that amazing stuff, I have an announcement to make. On May 18th, I'm going to be going live for my first ever live stream on this channel, and I'm so excited. We're going to be resource gathering, hanging out. I'll be talking to whoever's in the chat. And, you know, we'll figure out how as it goes on. But for the most part, we're going to be getting ready for my future volcano build and getting a whole bunch of cool resources for that. The second announcement, I'm finally opening my Discord server to the public. So if you go into the description, click that link and it will send you right to the Discord invite. You know, that's another place that we can all like hang out, chat. We can share different builds that we've made in our own worlds. Maybe we can do some events in the future. There's tons of possibilities. You'll have access to the community chat. With all that being said, check out the Discord. Come join the live stream on May 18th from 1 p.m. Eastern time to 4 p.m. We'll just do a nice 3-hour stream. Before we can get to this build, I have to clear some of this area here. Let's get into that little montage of that. And I'll meet you back up for the first plan of the build. All right, well, silly me forgot to press record on our time lapse here. Basically, I just flattened this area out a little bit. I still need to add some like stone over here. So that's definitely going to be a part of the next time lapse. We'll start getting some more of our terrain in there. There's going to be stone all across here. And probably in little bits here and there. But yeah, essentially, this is going to be ground zero for the little village that we're going to be building. Something I would like to do is probably grab some wool and outline the houses, just so we can kind of like get a little grasp on area it will be houses, what that's going to look like. And yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. But yeah. I'll go grab some wool, get an outline in, and then we can kind of see where the houses are going to be. And just like that, we have all of our buildings for the most part. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in the tree. Okay. Back to the top of the tree. We can see these are the village buildings that I would like to add to the village. We'll get a closer look at some of them. We got one here on the corner of the river. You know, we got a big one here. This is I was thinking this one would be like a hotel kind of thing, or just like a place that has multiple residents. Smaller one there, one that's going to be a little elevated. Got 2 tucked away over in this corner here, because this will be like a path we got a build here that's going to be a little bit on a diagonal. So like that's a little bit different for me. I haven't really built on a diagonal for any of my builds for the most part. I've never built a house on a diagonal is what I'm trying to say. And then we got another one tucked in this corner over here. So now that I think that we got most of that, I think I should also try to finish up some of the terrain, add in all the stone. And then after that, we could probably start on a house or two. All right, well, I think it's a perfect time to start a time lapse. Let's get this terrain going. So we have completely updated our terrain here. We got some nice, beautiful rock formations along this cliffside here, extending it all the way down into here, creating a little bit of a I missed a block. This is like our staging ground here. So I have this transition from stone to, of course, dirt. There will be a path coming down here one day once we get those finished details in later. We got to do the staging area for the mine. So this is like another staging area. We have a few up there, but we need one on this level for this crane and the people coming up. First things first, I would like to put a building here. After we get the building in, we're going to get some of our baskets, you know, these guys installed as well as the rest of this walkway that'll come slope down into here, and you can just walk down the stairs essentially into this area. From that point, we'll extend going this way. We'll have some carts here. The guy whose video I used for the designs of these carts is Seke. So if you guys just search up like cart design, Minecraft cart design, Seke is the guy who I took inspiration from and used his cart designs. So shout out to him and his amazing designs. Really appreciate him making a video on those because I had no idea how to design them, honestly. I probably could have figured it out, but it was one of those nights where I was just, you know what? Let's just take somebody else's cool designs and build off of them. Which is, you know, that's all about creating, you know? You got to take some inspiration from where you can. And before we get into that, however, I would like to show you guys my day counter. 955 days in the world. Why can I not find F3? 955 days in this world already. That is insane to me. Yeah, I'm sure like there's people in their Minecraft worlds where they're day 1000 and I built up an entire empire, but all right, I can't play every day. You know, there's been many times where I've been just sitting in this world watching a YouTube video, so some of those days are a little bit inflated. A lot of the time when I'm doing the time lapses, I'll just have a YouTube video up, and sometimes, you know, I gotta pause the time lapse to finish the video. You know, it is what it is. Or the AFK sessions at farms or whatever it is. But yeah, 955 days in this world. Oh my gosh. So much has been created. So much has been done. Might have to put everything together and do a 1000 day movie or something. I don't even know. But that being said, what is your longest day record? Or what day are you currently on in your world? Let me know in the comments below what day you are on. I'm curious. You know, many months ago we started on day 1, day 0, whatever it was, and now we're here. Almost 1000 days into the world. Crazy how time flies. But yeah, let's get into the time lapse of me creating the staging area, and then we can come explore it, and I can show off all the cool little details, I suppose. Oh, before we do that, dude, I am still surprised how this stuff has not aged all the way yet. Like, it's still like in its first shape phase of like copper aging. Like, that's insane to me. Some of it has gone a little further. I've been slowly like touching it up here and there. I have yet to take the axe to it and shave off any of the the aging, because it's just going so slow. I surely thought like by the time I got to this episode that it would have been done by now, but I guess not. But yeah, let's get to the time lapse. And just like that, we got the staging area all complete, all detailed and ready to go. Anyone down there in the mines is perfectly ready to come up and, I don't know, do their job, I guess. So I got this beautiful wagon design, as well as they're accompanied by these two ones. This one's empty because, you know, it needs to be loaded up. You can't just have it all full. I don't know. Lore, world building. Yeah, this one's ready to go. We got our like diorite, calcite, granite, amethyst. Amethyst is kind of cool because somebody actually left a really good comment in last week's video. It's like, you need to have one of those like baskets filled with amethyst since you have a geode. And I'm like, that makes sense. You're right. So I got it all pretty, added some extra like carpets just to make it pop a little more. Just, I don't know. I thought it looked cool. But yeah, the first building we got done in the first building that was completed was this guy here. This is like the storage house. So we got a bunch of like barrels and mine carts and furnaces and those. This could be like a pretend storage, even though you can't really store anything other than books. Yeah, we got our walkway, very basic walkway, nothing too crazy, but I think it fit here well. I liked how it has like some elevation as you go, like as you walk up, not just a flat surface. We got the one high here, and then it goes pretty flat here, but then we got more elevation here. Because I mean, like the work area here obviously has to be a little flat. So I think I'm gonna start on some of the houses now. We're gonna start with our outer houses and move inward. So let's get that going. As you can see, both of the houses are finished, and I'm not gonna... what's going on here? We got a conga line? Dude, can I get in on this? Let me get on it. Yeah. Let me join in on that. Alright. Dude, there's so many of them. I don't think I've ever seen this many in a little squad. Holy. So from what you saw in the time lapse, I kind of came and, prettied it up a little, added some more details. Today are going to have interiors, so that's actually a little exciting compared to like, I didn't do interior for that. That interior is currently my storage room for this build. But yeah, I thought I'd, mix it up, get some interiors in. So yeah, we'll start right here at this first corner house. We got like a bunch of little like supplies and random stuff and tables and I don't know, bunch of stuff outside. I really like this idea here. Like a elevated potted plant, with the lightning rod and then the pots. I think those look really cool. I'm actually going to scatter them a little bit around in this area. We go on the inside, nice and cozy. Nothing too crazy. Just, I got to bring some flowers in and just do all that near the end. But yeah, I got to bring some flowers and, fill these pots. But for now, I'll leave it as is. And then we got the second house here. I really like this design. Incorporating some of that pale wood with the planks and then the dark oak, like the stripped. It just looks so good. I haven't really built with these blocks or this palette before, so I'm happy that I could incorporate. But yeah, we come inside. Got like a little like kitchen area here. And then this one has 4 bunk beds. So you could imagine there's 4 miners living in here. It gets rowdy. They party or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's a fun little interior for that area there. I've kind of started the path. I was too lazy to do this part of it, but I'll probably save that for another little cleanup time lapse at the end where we'll run through the whole build once it's all done. And yeah. And now on to, I'm going to do these 2 houses, which this one I'm excited for. This is going to be the diorite house. This one is going to be like another stone house. We've come a long way from episode 1 where I'm trash talking diorite. So I'm going to be using that in this build. It's also going to have some granite. I like that this one's going to be like a little elevated. The only sad thing is I'm pretty sure when I built this tree here, I was like, I didn't want to block it, but unfortunately it's going to get blocked off, which is okay. Not the end of the world. It's still a massive log. All right, well, enough of me talking. I want to get into these next two buildings. Let's start that. As we come down the mountain here, I have my two buildings freshly made. As you can see, I went with a little bit of a different build style for these two. Well, I mean, this one's kind of similar to the one in the corner, but diorite, calcite, polished diorite, granite, brick, a whole bunch of, never mind, we're good. Let me just fix my laziness. We're good, we're good, we're good. I believe every interior is fully furnished. I don't think I missed anything. Yep. Other than like some flowers that I still need to put in. But yeah, that was a single bed over there. This one's got two doubles. Just, you know, kind of chill vibe. This one, I believe, has a double bed as well. Nothing, I didn't finish this part right here. We'll get a little free cam. This village is coming together, man. Look at all this. This is exciting. Something that I'm gonna add in the next time lapse, because it's kind of like very close to like this build, is that there's gonna be a dock here. These two properties, I guess, share it. In reality, it is the entire village's little dock that's gonna be here, even though these properties kind of are like, you know, they got priority on the dock. You know, if they want to park their boat, they can. In the future, I would also love, it might be easier to see from up here. I want to like cut this here and make it open up a little further into the river instead of having this tight opening here. I think it would be better having it cut through to here. And then in that way, there's a nice water line going all the way down into that direction. So I was saying last week that I had this esport event that I went to, and it was a 2K event, like the basketball game. And I told you guys if anything cool would happen, I'd let you know. A few cool things did happen. I was able to meet some of the professional COD guys while I was at the event. They were like they were on their working day, so I didn't like try to I didn't bother them or anything. I was just said what's up in passing, and that was about it. But you know, it was pretty cool. I got to like check out their facility a little bit, see where they're gaming out of, and shout out Toronto Ultra. There was this one moment while the 2K games were going on, and I think it was like the captain of the team or something. So they're at like match point and need one more or 3 more points to win the game, or 2 more something. They need 2 or 3 more points to win. Probably 2 more points to win the game. And the team captain gets up out of his chair and he's like screaming into like the crowd of people that are there. What do you guys want for the last shot? Do you want a 3-pointer? Do you want a slam dunk? And somebody in the crowd yells, a 3-pointer. So the captain, you know, locks back into the game after standing up, staring at the crowd and just standing idle there for a few seconds. He gets control of the ball and then shoots a 3-pointer, gets it in, wins the game. And it was the most random thing I've ever experienced while watching an esport. Like, I've seen people like stand up and trash talk for a few seconds, but I've never seen somebody ask the crowd, how do you want this game to end? I like kind of like lost full. Like I was a little mind blown when that happened. I was like, what the heck is going on? I was so shocked at what I was witnessing. It was awesome. It was pretty cool. It was funny. It was, yeah. All right. Well, enough of my little story time. I hope you guys got a little picture into what happened in my last week of my life. Let's get back into finishing these last 2 builds. We got 2 more houses to go. We have a dock that's going to go right in this area here. And then for the most part, the village is complete other than, you know, just some finer details, a path, and ooh, we also need to add a bridge here. We'll do everything in this final time lapse. We'll get everything going. The last 2 houses, the bridge, all the greenery, the walkways, and we can get on to Subscriber Town after that. I can't even remember when I started the time lapse because I just went off and I did everything. I went and did everything. I know that was kind of the plan, but oh boy, did I overestimate how long that would take. This is like, I want to say 4 hours later. I had like a little like hour and a half break with dinner and whatnot, but holy cow, that was a lot of work. And all of the bamboo is beautifully growing in. Got our bridge. Okay, let's go to this house. Let's just start with this guy first. So I kind of went with like a little bit of a different design. I've never, yeah, I don't want to say never because I've kind of used like this like stair block over there on the barn, but I don't usually build houses like this. And this is kind of like, honestly, like a motel kind of vibe on the interior. On the outside, we got 4 bunk beds here for anybody working in the mines that just needs a quick rest. Come here, but then you can rent out these private rooms as well. But yeah, and then honestly, this one I like kind of wanted it to be like a restaurant at first, and then I just kind of went with like this is one worker's house. He's got his family photos right here. I don't love this house necessarily. Like, I don't know how I feel about the roof. I really like this side. Like, he's got a nice view of the river here. I like that. Oh, the dock. These little boats here are so sick. So this one has like a chest boat, or a chest and a boat. I could have used a chest boat, but I didn't. And then this one's got 2 boats, so it's got like 2 paddles on it. I think they're kind of cute. I like them. I like them. These are Nathan Prime designs. Did them all by myself. I'm very proud of them. The staging area, I don't even know if I've talked about this one yet, but yeah. I fixed that house up. There's a interior roof now. Start down here. Oh no, I missed one. Don't, please stop it. Can I find a quick flower? Whatever, that one can stay empty. I don't care. Flowers, they're inside. We can come over to this side. We can do a quick little walk down. I've kind of lost the view of the mining tippity top operation there, but that's okay. You can see it through just barely see it through here. Walk over on this side. You got this building on the left, which I think this creates a really cool ambiance, like just like how this is like elevated up here. Then you come, it wraps around. You can go this way. You can go this way. I'm gonna have to grab my signs one day and update the paths. I'm not doing that today though. That'll probably be like a off-camera thing or later down the road. But yeah, I think this is like super like cute. I wanted to like try to keep it like kind of tight, you know? Kind of creates that winding little path in a way. With this little village here, I'm kind of practicing how I want my future town all the way down there to look like. Well, not necessarily look like, but feel like. Because there's going to be a lot more close quarters buildings, and I'm going to try to do a lot more different block types. So that's kind of why I'm experimenting with so many, as well as the lore that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, where the miners came here and built these buildings with the ores and rocks that they found down here. But yeah, this was definitely good practice. I kind of have a little bit more of an understanding of what I would change and do better, and what I want to do for my town that's going to be all the way over there. How many times shall I mention that? That's kind of like the area over there that I explored in the last video. If you guys remember, I kind of did a flyover and I was like, oh, I should go build over here. So there's that. Plus I have another way to connect it to this quarry. I'm gonna make. We'll save that. That's a surprise. But it will connect to the quarry, and then there's like a big cave on the inside that we'll figure stuff out with. But that's enough spoilers for that. Although I am super satisfied with this build. Let's have a look from up here. You're clocking in your shift. You gotta go walk down here. I wish I had better render distance. Oh my gosh. You get down to your area here, and then you can see your little town or your little village. Oh, I like that. Looks really cool. I like that. That adds so much life to this world. Oh, I haven't even checked the map yet. Like, what does this look like? Oh, that's sick. Dude. I honestly have not even I don't even think I checked it last episode. I didn't have a single clue what this looked like till right now. This is like the first time I'm ever seeing this top view from the new areas that we've added, and it looks so cool. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love how you can, from last episode, the subscriber town build, you could see the flowers from here, the blue flowers. Oh, that's sick. Wow. This place is gorgeous, especially from the map. I think it looks so good. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anyone has noticed this so far, but the path here isn't necessarily the same path design that I've used previously. I wanted to kind of switch it up, like the villagers here kind of started to like patch up their paths. So like it's not as textured, but like they're upkeeping it so to make sure that it's, they can bring their carts around and like everyone can walk on it perfectly fine and there's no like dips into the ground. I don't know how I feel about that entirely, but that's definitely a lazy lore. Because I was kind of getting sick and tired of doing all this path blocks. It definitely, I like the design with the path blocks, but I just want to switch it up a little bit. I'm sure once I go to the town over there, I'll change up the path blocks as well and on the interior. We'll see. I just have to play around with that kind of stuff first. And I don't know if you guys remember from episode, I can't remember whichever one it was. It was the spring cleaning episode. I mentioned how I kind of wanted to force this area over here to be like kind of that jungle or that bamboo jungle. So this is me pushing that into this area over here. Unfortunately, civilization came and kind of stopped the bamboo forest a little bit, but it's going to progress going this way. And then, we'll have something here and then the town village over here, which I think is going to be extremely exciting once we get to that. But that is a little bit of a faraway thought as for right now. For now, we got to focus on, but for now, we just got to focus on the rest of this episode. I got to go choose a subscriber build and I need to start working on it so I can finish it today. So I can start editing everything tomorrow because it's Tuesday now. If I can edit it everything on Wednesday without having to record, because there's some Wednesdays where I'm still recording. I don't know how I was getting so much done in school for these episodes. I know that the projects were a little smaller, so maybe that's why I wasn't crafting the episodes as like linear, I guess, as I do now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still going on my little tangents here and there, but let me know what you guys think of this build so far. Well, I guess it's done. What do you guys think of this? I love it. I hope you guys love it too. I think this has to be like for like a quote unquote smaller scale, like my best build yet, like details wise. Because you know, each roof for the most part has different texturing, except for that one in the corner over there we don't speak about. We definitely see the growth of my building in this series so far, from that little shack in the mountain that I still live out of to this kind of stuff. Like it's so much growth, and I'm loving every second of it. I need you guys to look at this mess of a room. I don't know if I showed it already. I think I showed it once. Oh, but this was a disaster. It was nothing's like organized at all in here, so I just kept throwing things around. Then I'd come in, clear my inventory, and do it again. Like I just throw things in random boxes, and it was a disaster. That probably took a lot of time away from building, but it is what it is. Hi Nathan, I've been watching since your first video, and I was hoping maybe to have a jungle wolf statue. It's my favorite animal. Haha, it's completely up to you how it should be designed. But if not a wolf, maybe a Snoopy statue would be pretty cool. This portion of the world is so exciting. Yeah, we can get the wolf statue in there. Does that mean you don't want it in subscriber town? I'm gonna put it in subscriber town. But I'm definitely gonna ooh, so it's a statue. Okay. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. All right, Ilyasum, I have your wolf. I am not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be so much easier, and I spent so much time in creative mode coming up with like a wolf design, and I could not figure it out. So I did go to Google for help, and there was like this random like Pinterest, and I kind of copied this wolf, but I kind of made it my own. I textured it myself, but the shape is not my design, guys. I could not figure it out, so I needed some help. I am copywriting the texturing. That's all me. But yeah, the design is not. Unfortunately, I honest to God could not figure out how to make a wolf with my limited time that I have this week. So, you know, I kind of took some inspiration, if you will. Kind of just copied it from the Minecraft community. But that button wasn't in the design. Yeah, I think it looks sick. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I just gotta put the sign up. Where do I want to put the sign? I'll put it right here. Episode 17. Ilyasum, here is your beautiful wolf. Welcome to the world. I'm glad to have you. I think this looks so cool. I kind of want to see what it looks like at sunrise. It looks pretty cool right now. Well, actually, let's see it at night. It's always fun to see things at night. Yeah, how like you know how I was talking about like for my town later. I kind of want to have like a bunch of different designs like this, but it would be like townhouses. So like all the houses are like touching, kind of like, or like even like a European like inspired design, like an old villagey European town, where like all the houses are connected. And maybe I probably will go with different palettes for the builds, but maybe a few will have the same palette. We'll see how it goes. But this is what it looks like at night. Hello, Mr. Zombie. That looks so cool with the moon in the background. I like that. Trying to enjoy. Let me see that again. Man, if this was like my design, this would be cool, such a cool thumbnail. But unfortunately, it is not, so I'm not going to use it as a thumbnail. A beautiful sunrise and a beautiful way to end the episode. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. Another reminder that my first live stream will be May 18th. If you've made it this far, I hope I can see you guys there. It'll be from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. Also, make sure you check out the Discord below. I'll be in there all night tonight, so we can like hang out, talk, and just get to know one another. Get a little more personal with the community that I'm trying to grow. And yeah, and we'll figure out some cool stuff to do in there. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing the video around to everyone you know. I'm hoping we can hit 5K this month. So let's make that happen. Until next time, it's been Nathan Prime, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.